Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aura in Hermansyah, and now I am as a questioner on the interview today. And the topics to be discussed are the prohibition of going home and the opening of tourist attraction. Prohibition of going home, but on the other hand, the tourism sector is open. This year, the homecoming tradition is a big problem, because migration has made the pandemic widened, but the flow of people moving has already occurred. Impact of the policies that are led and replaced. Homecoming is an important test in facing a pandemic, an effort to stop the virus ahead of holidays. Then, how can the migration that carries the virus be prevented? We will discuss it. The ban on homecoming and the opening of tourism sector. Talking about the prohibition of going home, which is being questioned by the public, is that homecoming is not allowed, but tourist attractions are open. I will ask to my partner directly, Anggun Nurani. Okay, good morning, Anggun. How are you?
Good morning, Aura. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, finally we can have the opportunity to talk together this time, right?
Right, after passing through the day in the midst of a pandemic, we finally had the opportunity to talk together.
Okay, saying the existence of a policy to open tourism is considered contradictory by some people because it feels contrary to other policies, especially the policy of prohibiting ongoing harm. How do you think about this?
Okay, we all know that certainly all countries, especially Indonesia, are in an alarming situation with the COVID-19 virus. And the policy to ban homecoming was taken because the government wants to suppress the transmission of the COVID-19 as a control effort to prevent a new COVID-19 cluster. Controlling the spread of COVID-19, of course, refers to the local government about how to regulate community activities at the moment of it today. And the government in the tourist sector must, of course, ensure that in controlling the spread of COVID-19, tourist attractions are open with strict and disciplined health protocols. You must wear a mask, keep your distance. You must also provide a place to wash your hands as much as possible. Also, vaccinate workers in the tourist sector. And most importantly, how to maintain the capacity so that it does not grow and does not exceed what is determined by the government, which is about 50% of the capacity in each tourist destination.
Okay, in response to the statement that I am not homecoming, but I will go to the tourist attraction in the city where I live. What kind of response will you make about the statement? Will it be possible to control the spread of the COVID-19 virus?
Okay. Well, of course, it's referred to the decision that has been issued by the government and the Ministry of Transportation that has provided guidance. The tourist government is only tasked to ensure that the tourist attraction comply with health protocols, and the government urges the public to continue to implement health protocols to reduce the rate of transmission of COVID-19. It can be said that currently the number of COVID-19 transmission decreases compared to a few months ago. That is certainly good news in the current pandemic, but we should not be told of work because this pandemic is not finished. and we are still doing the vaccination process. So awareness from the community is needed.
Okay, I want to make sure. So it is allowed that the tour that you mentioned earlier is indeed a tour that can only be done by residents in the city.
Okay, tourist destinations that the government monitors are certainly at the national level, but will refer to the control of the spread of COVID-19 in the area. So, if, for example, as already announced, there is a regulation of the Minister of Transportation that restricts movement outside the agglomeration. Of course, the Ministry of Tourism referred to the regulation. Tourist attractions that are open are also used as an alternative for the community because of the ban on homecoming, but still all tourist attractions that are open must implement strict health protocols.
Okay, currently there are some people who misinterpret that homecoming is prohibited, but visiting tourist attraction is permissible. What is meant when homecoming is prohibited but tourist attraction remain open is the government hopes that people can travel but still be located in the city that is inhabited, which means it is still not allowed of the city, right?
Yes, actually the tour is in the framework of Eid al-Fitr, so yes. So it is not a tour with a distant destination. Because of the policy of homecoming ban, then the local tourist is open so that people can go to vacation places but with controlled compliance by still applying health protocols.
Okay, well, our discussion about the ban on homecoming and the opening of tourist attraction in the current pandemic situation is enough. Maybe we can talk together at the later time. Thanks for the time and have a nice day.
Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to talk together about it. Have a nice day too.
Okay, so the conclusion of the information is that homecoming is not allowed because to prevent the spread of the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. And it is true that some tourist attractions are allowed to be open, but with the condition of following strict health protocols, such as providing a place to wash their hands, requiring visitors to wear masks, also limiting the capacity of visitors who come. There is also some agreement from the organizer of tourist destination with the local government to allow visitors from within the area only. This aims to reduce the capacity of visitors and reduce the number of transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Although many oppose this policy, compared to the previous year, this policy managed to reduce the number of transmission of the COVID-19 virus. However, it is good if we keep spreading from each other's homes and do not travel to such destination to prevent the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Maybe enough for our interview today. Always keep your health and keep following the existing health protocols. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.